Hello once again, and welcome to AskMbithe, the place where all your answers on finances are answered, as well as me sharing insights to help you with your financial journey. So today we are talking about your financial well-being. Do you ever consider doing a financial health check? In other words, do you know where your finances sit? Do you know what your assets are? Do you know what your liabilities are? I'll give you an answer to that. I talk to and engage with numerous people, and it's always a 50-50 split. Half of the people I engage with know, the other half say, niko na shamba pahali, uko Kitengela, sijui ni ya pesa ngapi, tulinunua kama chama. Or niko na shares za Safaricom, wacha niulize my stockbroker. So it's always a 50-50, but I want us all to be aligned in this perspective. Companies normally have a constant evaluation of their finances, and that's how they're able to evaluate their progress and make movements towards the next step. You as an individual need to be able to also have that kind of power in terms of looking at your personal financial statements. When it comes to personal financial statements, two things come out. There's your personal balance sheet and your personal cash flow statement. In other words, what is your personal net worth? You're always trying to get a sense of what are my assets? What do I own as a person? What do I owe? What are my liabilities? When you compare these two, the difference is your personal net worth. Your assets could be things like land, could be stocks, could be investments in your businesses. Your liabilities could be debt, what you owe your friends, what you owe your family, or what you owe other people. What you do is you subtract your liabilities from your assets. Assets minus liability is your personal net worth. That is your worth as an individual in terms of currency, whether it's Kenya shillings or in dollar terms. Now, I might sound like I'm saying many things, but I am not. Because what I am saying is, if you want to be able to be wealthy in the long term and leave something for the future generation, you must know what number you're at. So you must be able to sit down, compare your assets and your liabilities. And more importantly, if you want to take more control over your budget, over your savings, over your investment plans, how will you do that if you cannot be able to tell Mbithe in an instant what your number is? If it's positive, it means your assets are more than your liabilities. If it's negative, it means you owe more than you actually own. I would encourage you to do this, to take a pen and a paper. Join me tomorrow where we can identify what are assets and what are liabilities. Write this paper down. There's a lot of value in writing a number, and I'll tell you why. As you can see, there are numbers here in my own vision board. I'll explain them later, but for now, know this. For you to be able to own a better financial well-being, you have to start with a number to your name. Mbithe is equals to this amount. It doesn't matter whether it's positive or negative. You need to know it. Then if it's positive, we can grow it. If it's negative, we can find a way to reduce it. But more importantly, we start with where we are at today and then identify the magic number. The thing I want you to remember from this is, what is your personal net worth? What do you own versus what do you owe? What are your assets? What are your liabilities? And when you deduct assets, when you do your assets minus your liabilities, then you equate to Mbithe's personal net worth. I know my number. Do you want to know? You might need to talk to me on a personal note. Let's leave it at that. The next session, I will be helping you understand how to be able to calculate this number. See you next time.